Well, we caught up with Jay Kendrick. He's not a local per se, but we talked to him. He fishes here at Wheeler about 15 times per year, but he fishes right nearby most of the year over at Gunnersville's home lake. That's only a few miles up the road, so obviously he knows these type of lakes. You see, he's fishing kind of more of an industrial type scene here. This Wheeler Lake, even though it's on the TVA, it's less like some of the other TVA lakes like Kentucky Lake or Pickwick. It's almost more like a river system. He's fishing it almost like you'd fish, say, like the Ohio River or something. Industrial things like there's outflow pipes, you have barges, docks, all sorts of hard cover, man-made cover. He's off to a decent start this morning, has 4 keepers. We saw him lose one, he's had some other bites. Jay is a master at the swim bait, and he can do it a couple ways. You know, the swim bait first came out, it was this great big, you know, we call it the tennis shoe. You would throw it out west, guys would fish it all day for 1 or 2 huge fish. Guys kind of got smaller with it, more finesse. Now they catch limits with them. I mean, you catch a lot of good fish. Jay can do both. The neat thing he can do with it is he can get out here, he can get the limit with it, but he's also really good at catching the big fish. It's going to take a huge bag. There you go, he's got one right there. Like I said, he can get the limit fish with it, not quite what he needs, but he's got a history of going ahead and catching great big limits. That's what it's going to take to win this thing. And throwing that swim bait, he can upsize it, he can fish it shallow, he can fish it deep, and that's been his history. Like I said, he's had days where he just steadily catches limit, catch the limit, catch the limit, then all of a sudden catch a huge one and can jump up and win it. So, has some history on this lake, excellent fisherman. The swim bait he loves to throw. I mean, he throws a lot of things, but obviously gives him a chance to win this thing. So we'll watch him today. 4 already early in the day. The other thing that we're seeing is that we noticed right now Mark Rose fished through this area. We saw Scott Canterbury come through here. We saw Scott Martin fish through here as well. That's going to be the other story. There's a lot of limited cover here. Guys aren't really fishing offshore. A lot of guys are fishing shallow. They're sharing water. You need to hold for 4 days. There'll be some guys that jump out to a big lead today, catch them pretty good. All of a sudden in a couple days it's going to run out. So the guy that can do something a little bit better is doing more finesse, throwing something a little bit different like Jay's doing, maybe throwing a little bit different bait. You can hang on and win it, but you're definitely going to have to mix it up. So we'll stay tuned with Jay. He's onto some fish. We'll see if he can catch that 5th.